My name is Prayforjones. Basically, I used to make music. I started making music when I was younger, when I was like 20. And
Okay.
then I stopped because I had like a drug problem and shit. So that kind of set me back a little bit. Then I stopped for like forever. Then I recently started making music again a couple months ago and just started uploading it. And then my friends on Instagram was feeling it, and then they just started taking off from there.
Your first release was like last November, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
What got you back into it? Like why, like after all that time, like what made you pick it back up again?
I get asked that all the time. I was at my homie just that I knew from back in the day got a got his own studio, and I would just go and just chill in the studio with him, and then they kept on saying, "Yo, you need to get back in the studio and rap," and I was like, "Nah, nah, nah." And then just from being there for a couple of weeks, I kind of got back into it, and then I just one day I showed up to the studio and I'm like, "Yo, I got a song I wanna lay down," and then since then that's been how it went.
So do you have any like any new releases on the way or?
Oh hell yeah! I got an EP coming out probably in like the next 2 months called 55 Civic Road.
Okay.
And then until then, I'm just gonna be just dropping singles, just trying to get more, build up a little bit more fan base kind of thing.
Nice, nice. Keep me updated on the release date for that album because
Yeah,
I'll put everything, even your singles too. If you let me know the release dates before they drop, I'll
yeah,
hop out.
of course, yeah.
What got you into rapping? Like who are you inspired by?
A lot of Shine and a lot of DMX.
Lit, Shine.
Yeah,
You don't hear that too often, man. That's dope.
exactly. A lot of Shine, a lot of DMX, and I'd say a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, none of the I listen to the new school stuff, but like it's not as motivating to me to make music.
No,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
totally feel that. Like,
Like I totally respect what like other artists do with it and the sound they choose to make, but it's just not for me. It's not my style.
no, yeah,
You
you
know?
gotta have fun with it, and if you're not enjoying it, then like, you know,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
yeah, you got a dope style, man. Like,
Thank you, man.
when I listened to it before and I hit you up, I was like, I'm pretty sure I told you, I was like, you said you got kind of like that grimy, like Sean Price flow. You're like just
Yeah,
bars
yeah.
and
All those guys are dope to me, man. I get Wu Tang a lot. I get a lot of Wu Tang.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
I get a lot of Wu Tang.
So, what's your creative process like? You just kind of get in the studio and just comes to you?
No, no, I never write in the studio. I
No?
never. I always put on these big ass freaking like Apple speakers that I have, and I turn it all the way up, and I just let the beat play from my computer, and I don't sit down when I write. I walk around the room
Okay.
while I'm smoking and I type it on my computer. That way,
You
I
just,
feel
you
like
just kinda let the beat marinate in your head and
yeah. And why I type on my computer because sometimes my brain processes so much lyrics, my phone is not quick enough to type it, so I'm faster with on typing, right? And then I just smoke a blunt, and just walk around and just keep. So when I go to the studio now, everything is polished.
dope.
Everything
Yeah,
is
it's
kind
like
of memorized, so it's much easier and more comfortable for me to lay out the actual track. Then one night we lay out the track, do a little editing, and then give it a rest for like 2 days. Come back with some fresh ears, and then we re-edit, and then it's usually good to go.
so. How long does it usually take you to get like a full song together? Like, do you write it in a couple days, a couple hours?
Oh man, I wrote in songs. I wrote in songs in hours, in an hour, and then I wrote in song. I written took me like 3 days to finish a song. It just depends the idea of what I want to say and what the beat is. And I'm a type of guy. As soon as I hear the beat, I already have the artwork in my head. I already have what I'm gonna do for the art. Like everything
Yeah.
needs to be synchronized with each other. So I'm
No,
thinking of
for
the
real. Yeah,
whole.
it's
Yeah,
got to be cohesive. You know. So what like topics does your music generally surround? Like, what do you try to talk about?
a lot of like fashionable shit. I love. I mean, I really like fashion a lot. So a lot of like clothes, a lot of Hennessy, a lot of weed, um, and a lot of it talking about my friend K. I bring up K a lot. This
Okay.
guy named K. He's currently locked up, like doing a long time,
Yeah.
and he's a really good friend of me. So I try to represent him as much as I possibly can in my music.
So like as far as like that, you like I guess you just rap about life and shit too, like aside
Yeah,
from
this shit I go through from sometimes, like just a lot of metaphors. I use a lot
yeah.
of metaphors. I try not to keep shit too simple.
Yeah, so there's like kind of like hidden meanings in your lyrics and shit like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of them, a lot of them, a lot of them.
you typically make just rap music and stuff, and
Yeah, but I listen to everything though.
yeah, what kinds of music you into, like
I
blues?
listen to a lot of Billy Talent, a lot
Okay.
of Michael Jackson, a lot of old school stuff, like a lot of because just growing up, that's what my dad used to listen to on like Sunday and shit. So
Yeah, yeah.
a lot. I really have respect for the old school stuff.
No, that's always good. I mean, the more they say, the more music you listen to, like in general, the more creative you are. Just in like,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what field you're in, it just makes you more
exactly.
creative. So, how do you deal with negative comments and criticism?
If somebody doesn't like my music, I don't take it personal, right? It's not my music's not for everybody. Just like
Yeah,
certain people's music, you know what I'm saying? So I can't expect a kid that was born in 2012 to think my music. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just a different generation. So I just
yeah,
look at it as that, right?
they relate differently, right? So,
I think I'm my biggest critic too. I never listen to my music. As soon as I record and I release it, I never listen to it again. And if I listen to it, I'm gonna contradict what I did. I feel like I could have did that better.
no, I mean, Dre was the same way. That's he actually made a rule in his house that like, after he got home from the studio and like the releases were dropped, like you don't talk about it. No one talks about the music in the house. It's like he
Yeah,
takes it home. He doesn't want to, you know.
yeah.
Is there any artists in the city that you like that you've been looking to collaborate with, or you really fuck with them?
Only one guy, man, named Sazy. We got it. We did the song together, and the response has been so good. We're probably gonna start working on like a mixtape together.
No, that's good. Yeah, I really fuck with that song. Like that was the one. Like I found that initially, and then
Yeah,
I reached out to you, and I was like, "Yo, this is lit." Like, so does he have like his own studio setup, or what? Like,
yeah. He has his own studio at his crib actually. Because I just went because he lives in he's from the city, but he lives in St. Catharines now. And when I go to my parents' house, he lives like literally across the street.
oh,
So I
lit,
would go to my parents' house, and then I just went to chill with him one morning. We smoked, and then we actually freestyled that track. We didn't even write it.
dope. That's
We
fucking
both just
right.
we both just stood in front of the mic and then just made the song, talked to the producer, and then and then that was it from there.
So I'm assuming like once you're gonna be dropping a lot of content over the next few months. So
Oh, of course, yeah.
when COVID
See,
restrictions are lifted, you'll probably want to start doing some shows then, right?
yeah, of course.
I know there's not a lot of venues in Toronto for hip hop as much as there is like rock and everything else. But do you
Yeah,
have any venues you've been eyeing or
not really. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. I really don't have an answer for that one.
no
I
worries,
don't
no
know.
worries. If you could open for any artist, it could be someone from Toronto, it could be big artist Drake, whoever, who would you open for?
Oh man, that's a good question. Jadakiss.
Have you been to any concerts like a lot or
Um, you know, the last concert I've been to was the OVO concert,
oh lit.
like years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Was that
Yeah,
like a OVO fest straight up? Like
the OVO Fest. Yeah, me and my guy Benji went. Yeah, he got some
that's lit.
tickets. Yeah, it was last minute. It was alright. That was when Outkast had their own day.
Yeah, that was one
Out,
of the super early like days in the OVO fest, right?
yes, Outkast
Yeah.
had their own day, and then the other guys had their day after.
What's the most trouble you've gotten in?
The most trouble I've gotten in. Uh, oh man, that's a good one. Um, the most trouble I've gotten in. I got in an argument with a producer over a beat, but that's nah. I would think I have a song where I'm speaking about this one girl, and if I release it, it's probably gonna be It's probably gonna So I'm not gonna do that.
Just one of those songs.
Yeah, but I don't think nothing.
Nothing just so it really grabs you.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten in any trouble so far in the music. No.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, everything is still really fresh to me right now, so that's why.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
for real.
Yeah.
What are some of your biggest challenges like in your creative process and like just get into the studio and everything and like
Finding beats.
finding beats?
That's the most difficult part for me right now. Just finding beats.
Do you have like have you been how are you getting your beats right now? You just like YouTube and stuff or you just get
No,
from your
I have
boy?
this one guy named Shabood sends me some beats, and this other guy that works with Sazy a lot, Sonny Carson. And so those are the probably two guys I'm probably getting beats from right now.
What do you enjoy most about making music?
Writing it. It's where you're it's where like I think it's the part where you shine as an artist.
No, for sure. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. Like, I mean, and to make it like relative to other people, like so that they can connect with it, you know?
Exactly. You got to be very creative with it as well.
So you said you were rapping before, and then you took a big break.
Yeah.
How has your style changed over the years?
Oh man, a lot more authentic. I'd say much more passion goes into it now and more detail with what before it was just more of
You were just kind of
I
spitting
would
bars,
yeah, I would look at it as just if it sounds good, it's good.
Yeah.
Now more it's just like I need to make it more perfect kind of.
Yeah,
Just
like
using
you're
the
putting
fast beats.
more energy into it, more of yourself. Like,
Yeah, right. I got to just a little bit more true to myself.
what advice would you give your younger self?
Oh, man, stay off the drugs.
Yeah, true.
Nah. Uh, damn. Just make better decisions in certain things.
Yeah, just play it
That's
safe,
yeah, yeah. Just I would have played it a little bit more safe.
So what would you be doing if not for music, do you think? Like, if you hadn't gotten back into it?
Um, Probably just still just working a regular job. Yeah,
Yeah, just the nine to
doing the
five
film
grind
thing.
every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Does your family have any musical background, anything like that? Or are you kind of the first one?
My dad used to be in a Jamaican band, a Jamaican like reggae band.
Okay. Was
Yeah,
that
back in
like
the
in Toronto or like in
no, no,
Canada?
no. This was like back in Jamaica. No, this was back
Okay.
in Jamaica. Yeah,
So did they get really big, or was it just kind of like a local thing?
it was just a Jamaican thing. They just went around tour around Jamaica once in a while,
That's cool.
from what I can remember.
So like, do you know any instruments or anything like that? Like,
Oh hell no,
no.
not even close. I there was one I can learn to the probably be the piano.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the easiest. So what's your favorite song you've released so far? Probably the one with Sazy.
yeah, by
Yeah.
far, the one with me and Stacey.
So what are your goals for the next like 3, 4, 5 years? What do you want to be at? Where do you see yourself?
Just living comfortably off the music thing. I'm not expecting to be fucking Jay-Z.
But have a solid fan base, be touring around
Yeah,
the
just have a solid
country.
fan base. Supports my shit, and just just hopefully make some ends meet from it.
Are you going to be dropping merch at any point?
For the EP.
Yeah, or even just in general, like just a Pray for Jones T-shirt or whatever. Like,
Oh, I was thinking of starting some merch, but I don't know yet. I have some ideas in my head for some merch, but from the music, just dropping singles for now.
yeah.
Just mostly singles, yeah, and
All
just
right.
try
Well,
to make everything.
let me know if you do make some merch. I'll cop something.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I appreciate
Um,
it.
so, what do you enjoy about most about making music? Like, what is it for you? Just the writing process?
Seeing people enjoy it more, like seeing people fucking with the music, is always a good feeling.
Yeah, because like you were saying earlier, like your boys were really like, "Yo, get back in the studio."
Yeah, you know what I'm
So
saying?
it's like,
Just them motivating me to do shit, and just seeing them how they like just random new fans that listen to my shit. It's a good feeling.
so how like have you noticed like a lot of like how have the numbers been since you started dropping? Have they been good? Have they been climbing quick? Better than
They've been good. A lot of new listeners. Yeah, so the fan base is just picking up.
you've been doing much advertising, or you just kind of you're just doing your
Just
Instagram stuff and
Instagram, Twitter, from here and there, just word of mouth. I'm guessing.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
my thing is, I would rather want somebody listen to my shit. I would rather have 10 people listen to my shit as a true fan than 100 people that would just listen to me for a day or two.
yeah. They just
Right?
fuck with the song, and then it's like a new song comes out.
Yeah.
That
So I'd rather have go word of mouth. So if somebody listens to it, they actually really fuck with it and go out their way to put it in a playlist or whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
So that's where the word of mouth comes in. Word of mouth speaks for itself. People can only, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, if there was anything you could fix in the music industry, what would it be?
That's a really good question, and I want to answer that. More like just more originality, man. Everything sounds the same. It's
Not so cookie cutter like.
yeah, like everything sounds the same and everything would blow because it just sounds the same. So it's just a one big loophole.
So it's like more originality, more creativity, just like.
Yeah, just more thought process that goes into some people's music at least.
Mhm.
Just some more for longevity.
So, what's the most random skill you have? You'd say, like aside from music.
Acting.
That's it.
Yeah.
What kind of impressions can you do? Like, you don't have to do one right now, but like,
Okay, because I'm not gonna do it.
just name some. Like, who?
Rick Ross.
That's lit. Have you ever thought about acting, like going into acting later on?
Nah, I thought about putting a TV show together, like a comedy kind of YouTube kind of series thing.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Just like, is it you have like an idea for it, or is it just comedy series in general? You know, just like random skits and shit.
Random skits, more like a Dave Chappelle kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. What's one message you would give to your fans right now? Like,
It's coming.
yeah, for real. Stay
That's
tuned.
it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Prayforjones is coming.
So how is I know you. So you just started doing this like as COVID hit. So
Yeah.
like, how has that affected everything? Has that made it difficult for you guys to get together in the studio? And
Nah, but the music thing's pretty small, right? It's just me and then my two guys who like basically run the studio, Savage and T Money.
okay,
So that's everything I do from the artwork to the creative, everything is just me, right?
nice. So like all the art on there, you're like your Spotify,
Everything
you
I
did
do
that.
myself. Yeah, I
That's
do
lit. That's
myself.
right. I love that. Like I love how you did the like the copy cutout paste with the
Yeah,
magazine. Like that's lit.
yeah.
Have you had much experience with doing art and shit like that, or you just kind of?
Oh yeah, from even back in the day, I did all my own shit. I always like full creative control of my image,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So it's
So
like your
like I was,
brand is like solid, right?
yeah, right, because so I know how I'm trying to portray myself.
So I mean, there's all kinds of different styles of rap and shit, but like, what would you define yours as? Like, is it more old school, kind of trappy, new school? Or you like, what's like the personality of it? Like,
I would say a grimy modern,
okay,
a grimy, yeah, modernized but still old school. When it comes to the lyrics and the detail,
yeah,
I say
but
more new
like,
school.
more modernized beats. Like,
Yeah,
I guess yeah. We'll just so what's next besides the next few releases and the album coming out? What do you got planned for the rest of the year?
man, it's hard to say with what's going on right now. So
Yeah,
yeah, as of right now, just the singles and the EP soon, right?
yeah.
I'm just focusing what I'm good at, which is just the music, right? I want you to know me through my music. Even with me like not really posting a lot of like personal shit and like my bio is not long. I want you to know me as a person through my music.
Nah, even like yeah, like I went to check out your profile because I was just trying to get like some info, more
No
questions
info.
to ask beforehand. Yeah, and exactly. So it's like I kind of
No,
just had to listen to your songs and just like be like
exactly.
get a feel for you and yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just everything's through the music. I'm gonna keep it.
No, it's good. I mean, that's the way the weekend did it. The weekend was
Yeah.
super. Like no one knew what he looked like for the longest time, and then
Yeah.
boom. So yeah, the mystery factor of it.
Exactly.
Do you sing in the shower at all? And if so, what songs do you like to sing in the shower?
Um, friggin', I don't sing. I listen to music. I can't shower without music. I
Yeah,
need to be my
I
speaker.
feel that.
But it would have to be these guys from Detroit called Doughboy Cash Out.
Okay.
Is anybody I listen to a lot in the shower?
They a new group or
Nah, they're not new. They've been out for about a couple of years, but about 5 years now. They're from Detroit.
okay.
Yeah, probably those guys. All right,
Well,
brother.
hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun playing Call of Duty,
We're just
man.
gonna be here, man. Just
Yeah,
chilling.
for real.
All right, big guy.
Peace.
Peace, man.